Many intelligence tests are not only nonsensical, but even criminal. They can harm people psychologically. Written and read by Bernhard Kutzler. Some time ago, I saw the brain teaser shown in the cover picture on a social media platform. The posting included the text, "Only those who can think logically can solve this puzzle. What does the question mark stand for?" A hint, the solution is not 60. But 60 is indeed one of several solutions, as I will prove at the end of the text. In the following, I will explain why such puzzles are not only nonsensical, but even criminal. They can harm people psychologically. Many intelligence tests are of this type. They give a sequence of numbers, words, or geometric objects that you have to continue, or from which you have to remove an element that does not fit in. These puzzles suggest that there is only one solution. If you find it, you have passed the test. If you don't find it, you have failed. Here is an example. Which number comes instead of the question mark? 1, 2, 3, question mark. You will probably say 4. Then I ask, why? You could answer, the next number is obtained by adding 1 to the previous number. 1 plus 1 gives 2, 2 plus 1 gives 3, and 3 plus 1 gives 4. Now I'm happy with your answer. You have given a pattern that matches the given numbers and delivers 4 as the next number. But now I say, here is a different solution. In place of the question mark comes 5. Here is the pattern. The next number is the sum of its two predecessors. 1 plus 2 gives 3, and 2 plus 3 gives 5. We look at another puzzle. Which number does not fit into this sequence? 1, 2, 4, 6. A correct answer is 1 does not fit because it is odd. All others are even. Another correct answer is 4 doesn't fit because the word 4 has 4 letters, whereas the words 1, 2, and 6 each have 3 letters. Another correct answer is 6 does not fit because it is the only number that is written without the straight line. Such puzzles have several possible contexts for a pattern, and that is the crux of the matter. So it makes no sense to ask for the one solution. And providing a solution is not enough. You could have guessed, or been told the answer, or you knew the puzzle. The essence of these puzzles is to find a pattern. This requires creativity, which is very much an aspect of intelligence. So what actually is intelligence? See my articles, Why and How We Lose Our Innate Intelligence and Can Regain It, and You Were Born a Genius Too, for an answer. I wrote in the title that such tests are not only nonsensical, but even criminal. A reason is that these puzzles suggest that there is only one solution. Therefore, they make many intelligent people believe they are not intelligent or not intelligent enough, because they did not find the supposedly only correct solution. This is a psychological crime against these people. I speak from experience. In my career as a scientist, teaching math was one of my research areas. Just as with these puzzles, children in schools are usually expected to provide the one correct answer. The following experience has sensitized me in this regard. As part of a teacher training course, I let the participants watch me teach their students. I introduced the children to a new topic and then asked them a challenging question. I also told them how they could find an answer. The students started searching, and after only a minute a girl shouted, "I got it!" I asked what she had found, and she gave a perfect answer. After the lesson, her teacher told me that this girl was his weakest student in math. In my math lesson, which addressed creativity rather than computation skills, she was the best. So whether a child is good or weak in a subject may not depend on the child, but on the teaching. Generations of children are made to believe they are stupid through tasks like the puzzles above. Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life thinking it is stupid. Albert Einstein. You can turn these puzzles into meaningful ones by asking for as many patterns as possible. However, this complicates using such puzzles. In particular, it makes automated evaluation or self-evaluation impossible. There is indeed a class of puzzles that have only one solution. You will find an example at the end of the text as exercise 3. You need logic to solve them, but only after you have chosen a proper solution strategy. If you have experience in solving such puzzles, you probably have the strategy in your mental toolbox. If you don't have it, you must find it, which requires creativity. These tasks also primarily test experience or creativity. Most intelligence tests do not test intelligence, but how well someone can solve these types of tests. One of my favorite puzzles shows how infinitely creative people can be. 9 dots are arranged in a 3x3 square. Connect all dots with 4 straight line segments without lifting the pencil. This is not possible as long as you keep the line segments inside the square. For a solution with 4 connected lines, you literally have to think outside the box. But there are even solutions with just one line. The first lets the line go through the top 3 dots, then further and further around the entire planet until it comes from the other side and goes through the middle 3 points, then further and further again around the planet until it finally connects the bottom 3 dots. The second solution with only one line segment is my absolute favorite for creative thinking. Take a brush that is wider than the 9 dots arranged in the square and stroke the brush once over the 9 dots. Now to the puzzle in the cover picture. Here are 2 solutions. The red numbers follow the rule add 20. 10 plus 20 is 30, plus 20 is 50. If you apply this rule to the blue numbers, you get either the sequence 0 plus 20 is 20, plus 20 is 40, or 20 plus 20 is 40, plus 20 is 60. So the solution would be 0 or 60, depending on your taste and choice. There are also other solutions, for example 20. You just have to find a suitable pattern. There are no limits to your creativity. Finally, 3 exercises. Exercise 1. Find as many other patterns as possible that provide an answer to the puzzle in the cover picture. Which pattern provides the answer 20? Exercise 2. Find as many patterns as possible that provide an answer to the following question. Which animal does not belong to this group? Dog, cat, lion, snake, zebra. Exercise 3. Which strategy can you use for the following puzzle? Given are 3 chests, X, Y, and Z. One of the following 3 statements is true, the others are false. Which chest contains the treasure? First statement, the treasure is not in chest X. Second statement, the treasure is in chest Y. Third statement, the treasure is not in chest Y.